The 1,000 character classic is a 15-year-old poem that begins by telling you it's about everything between the heavens and the ground we stand on. So in this video, I'm presenting the first 2 lines of this poem, the 1,000 character classic, and my goal in the coming year is to introduce the rest of the 1,000 classic to you 2 lines at a time. Here it begins. The heavens are mysteriously black. The earth is yellow. And let's look at this character by character. The first character is sky or heaven. The second character is ground or earth. The third character was in ancient times, it meant black, and it has come to mean something more like mysterious or dark. The next one is yellow. Okay. And if we're going to say it in Korean, we could say Chun Chi Hyun Hwang. In Japanese, it could be Tenchi Gen Ko. And then for Chinese, I'm going to hopefully trigger a recording of the word.
天地玄黄
See if I can repeat just the Chinese.
天地玄黄
Okay, now we'll look at the 5th character to the 8th character, which is the second line. So, first of all, the first 2 together, they mean universe when together. Individually, you would rarely see these characters. I may have stated already that this 1,000 character classic is made of 1,000 characters. Each of them are individual characters and not necessarily forming a word with the one beside it. However, in this case, these 2 are a word, and not the only example, but they're the minority of characters in here that make words. So, yes, they mean universe. And then we have, the next one means flood. And then lastly, this is rough or wild. So taken together, these 4 characters could mean the universe is overflowing with a wild, unharnessed energy. So in Korean, this could be Uju Hong Hwang. Japanese, Uchu Ko Ko. And listen for the Chinese.
宇宙洪荒
And one more time.
宇宙洪荒
So I've made a word list. What I've done is I've taken these first 8 characters and I've tried to find an example word that would be worth knowing in Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. And so as much as possible, I tried to find a word that was relevant to all 3 of the languages. So if you're skilled in any of these languages, then please suggest other example words in the comments. And if you see a mistake or have a question, also put that in the comments. So now I'll go through these words one by one. So first of all, we have genius. In Korean, this would be chunjae. And in Japanese is tensai. Chinese.
天才
Oh, that's very similar to the Japanese. So one more time, Japanese, tensai, and this is Chinese.
天才
Oh, nice, it should be more specific, that's Mandarin. Okay. Notice at the top how there's 2 numbers. The number 1 on the top left refers to the character, which is the first character of the classic. The 167 refers to the character that is the 167th character of the 1,000 character classic. So that character means ability. So together, it's as if this is like heavenly ability. So it makes sense that this is genius. Okay, next we have earth. And in Korean, that would be chigu. In Japanese, that would be chikyu. And Chinese, let's hear it.
地球
Oh, a little bit different. One more time.
地球
Okay, so chikyu, Japanese, chigu, Korean. Might be more like jigu in Korean, sorry. Okay, next we have entrance, or in Japanese it's hyungwan. No, so that's Korean. Korean hyungwan, Japanese is genkan. Okay, and do we have it in Chinese here? One moment.
玄关
Okay, so one hyungwan, genkan,
玄关
Great. Next we have abstruse, which is the English word of the day. Abstruse, it means esoteric, recondite, cryptic. Then we have yellow wind or Asian dust. That is called, that is in Korean, it's Hwangsa. And important word in Korean, I think it's from, ancient times. There has been this wind that came from the Gobi Desert of China and brought sand. So then we have universe. I've talked about this word already. And then this is interesting, that sixth character, that was the character that was in the word universe just now, is now the left character here. And it becomes part of the Chinese word for saying Zeus, the Greek god. So here's the word for Zeus in Chinese.
宙斯
One more time.
宙斯
Okay. So we're moving on. Then we have flood. In Korean, this is Hongsu. In Japanese, it's Kozui. And in Chinese, it is...
洪水
So one more time. Korean, Hongsu. Japanese, Kozui. Chinese...
洪水
Okay, and that's flood. Then we have this word for desolate. If we remember, the character on the left is the eighth character, and that means rough or wild. And the character on the right is actually used in the word, that character on the right is used in desert. So in Korean, that would be hwangmak, okay? In Japanese, that would be kobaku. And in Chinese, it is...
荒漠
One more time in Chinese.
荒漠
In Japanese, kobaku. And in Korean, hwangmak. Okay. So I want to mention a few radicals. A radical is a component of a Chinese character. Chinese characters could be made of several different components. The one called the radical is kind of the most important component in a character because that's how it becomes indexed in a dictionary. So the third character is radical 95, and there's another character, for instance, that has that radical inside of it. And then again, the fourth character for yellow, it's radical 201. And here are a few other characters that have that character inside it as a radical. So we're 8 characters in now. I will get busy with making a video for the 9th character to 16th character.
천자문,
千字文千字文
As always, I remind you that my own knowledge of these languages is not substantial, so if you notice a mistake or omission, let me know in the comments. If you have a question, write it in the comments, and hopefully I or somebody can get back to you. Explore other videos on the channel devoted to the 1000 character classic. I will eventually be introducing all 250 lines of the classic poem. I will also be making videos about my study methods and other aspects of the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean languages. I wish you a happy and productive language studies.